Okay. You go by Dr. Hope.
My profession. Hi, I'm Dr. Hope Nancy, but my professional moniker is Dr. Hope. Some students, maybe 20 some years ago, gave me that name because I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, but I'm a psychologist by training, and so Dr. Hope just kind of stuck. And Dr. Hope it is. That's my platform. That's my public persona now as a public speaker and an author and a professor.
Okay, understood. I appreciate. I will call you Dr. Hope, not with your full legal name. Wonderful. That's amazing. Dr.
You
Hope.
can call me Hope. Hope is fine too. Whatever
Hope is fine. Hope is even better than
one of those.
Okay. Okay. Hope, you are an author, speaker, professor, and strategic consultant. So here, can I see your book, please?
Well, I don't have my books right here. I thought you wanted me to have the books that I had the quotes that I picked from.
Yes,
right here.
yes.
But,
I want you have
you
to.
can
Okay,
find-
okay, doctor, it's fun. We just need a quick question. How many books you have? I saw two. Is two books?
I have two. I'm in two independent anthologies. I just went independent outside of an institutional umbrella. I've been under institutional umbrellas for the last 26 years, and I have two anthologies and several essays that have been published in the public domain.
Okay.
If people want to go, they can find me on LinkedIn. They're all on LinkedIn, and they're on my website, which I'll give you later.
Okay.
Or whenever you want.
Okay. In your private chat, can you put the website, please?
Yes, yes. Let me get the link right now. Sorry about that. It is okay. I'll be right there. It is this. And then to find me on LinkedIn, all you have to do
It's okay.
is that.
You don't have to go. I already have all the information. I only need a very okay, just the website.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Hope I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. We have to very tight run time. So I just need the very quick answers, not longer ones. Okay.
Yes.
Because right now, okay, innovationsadvocacy.com.
Innovationsadvocacy.com. The company's innovation education advocacy group, and it's a innovative higher education strategic consultant company.
Okay, excellent. Okay, yeah. Don't just educate, innovate. I love it. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
It's good.
It's a simple concept. It's not a complex. The simple concept is we've gotten very far from where we need to be in education, and we need to return to the student. We need to return to caring about the student's heart and to a humanity. We need to return to humanity. And what's happening on the world stage, it is not an accident that what's happening in the schools and what's happening on the world stage are happening in parallel.
Understood.
They are interconnected. Yeah,
Understood.
and that's basically my mission.
Okay, here is my question. How young are you?
49. I'm 49 years old, and I was really committed to setting up this next part of my life.
Understood. And I'm good. Yeah. I have the answer because we need to go live.
Sorry. Okay.
So, okay, understood.
Your business and I'm academic, so it's a switch. It's a change.
That's okay. Only for 15 minutes. Okay. You can go back to your normal schedule the way you want it. Okay.
Okay.
So 31. Okay. Excellent.
49.
Yeah. 49. Okay. How many clients you have already?
I have right now between 4 to 7. I have about 4 long-term clients that I've invested in projects for years. And then I have some short-term projects going on right now. And I'm teaching and writing as well.
Okay. And just curious, are you looking for more clients?
Of course. Of course, I want to help as many people as I can. Yeah. My work has shifted a little bit into more the.
I understand. The answer was of course, and everything else is money. Okay.
Yes.
So I like to have a follow-up call with you to discuss a little more on that. Okay. How can we see if there's any possibility we can send you more clients predictably on an ongoing basis? Can we speak today at 4:30 East Coast?
I cannot today at 4:30. My daughter's graduating this week.
Oh man, you have a special day. Forget. Yeah.
Can we email and find a time to do it? Can we email and find a time?
Can we do it 2:30 East Coast tomorrow?
I can't, this whole week she's graduating, she's the top of her class,
It's
I'm wiped out.
All
Let me
good.
email you if you'd be so
Okay.
kind.
Okay, I'm going to, let's find out.
Okay,
How about next week, 3:30 East Coast, next Monday?
I believe that's fine, I have to check my calendar, I don't have that right in front of me. So
Okay.
will you let me get back to you later today?
Yes, okay, definitely, definitely. Okay,
Thank you. I
so
appreciate
I'm
that.
ready to go live unless you have
Okay.
any question for me. Have you seen all of my questions?
Yes,
Okay, any questions on my questions?
no questions, I have them all printed out right here. I
Okay.
sent you a copy as well,
Understood.
so I think I'm good to go.
Okay, wonderful. And please, when I'm asking the question, only answer the question and nothing else.
Okay, like a lawyer.
No, this is just a casual. We are sharing our, we're about to share your experience with the world in a very structured way. And
Mhm.
because I'm the host, it has to be my way this time. Okay. Next time I will follow
no
your way.
worries.
Okay.
Okay,
Today you are not a professor, you are just sharing the experience. That's the difference is.
All right.
As a
Sounds
professor,
good.
nobody can stop you the way you want to talk. But however, we have a very limited time for this,
Okay.
That's why.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go live. And then I bring you in a moment, okay?
Okay.
Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co-author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Dr. Hope. Hope is an author, speaker, professor, and strategic consultant. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Dr. Hope.
It's such a pleasure to be here.
Likewise, thank you so much. Let me start with this. Where were you? Where were you? What happened? Who are you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
The simple answer is my mother. My mother was a career educator, and I grew up in the halls of schools. And I fell in love with the transformative power of education and what that could do, especially the underrepresented, underprivileged, undereducated groups. And that's what I dedicate my life to, is helping increase accessibility to education for everyone.
What are the top 3 mistakes to avoid?
I love this question. To speak, okay, people think it's counterintuitive to speak up when you need to speak up, not to hold it in. If something's going wrong, to kindly, but communicate and say, I'm not understanding what's happening. I think that when you feel your gut instinct in a situation, in a business situation, and you get that feeling like, something's not right, listen. I have learned the hard way that those bells are there for a reason, to listen. And the third one is to over rely on technology when there is conflict in leadership. I think that we need to get back to doing, whether even in a face-to-face, a phone call, because a lot of communication problems in leadership can be avoided by simply connecting. We have to assume the connection with people, and technology kind of takes that away.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
That's a very good question. I don't really consider, I like to say there are no mistakes. You cannot make a mistake. Of course, we make mistakes all the time. Probably, I would say, not leaving a position that I knew was not right for me for a couple of years and sitting in it, and then things kind of unfolding in a very ungraceful way. That is my biggest mistake. I think that had I listened to those warning signs, had I was true to my true north and left when it was time to leave, it would have been easier on my psyche, probably it's everybody's psyche, but that's something you live and learn, right? That I don't believe you can make a mistake. I believe that it's all within the scheme of learning and doing better and evolving, especially as a leader. How
did you recover from it?
Well, there's a pretty part and there's a not pretty part. The pretty part is I wrote, I healed, I dove into leadership literature, I looked at my shadow self, I dove into the Jungian psychology The not pretty part is it's kind of like grief. I mean, it's kind of a grief process of mourning. And I believe I'm really a Jungian leader. You have to go into that shadow to transcend the shadow. So to really go deep inside and feel it, feel the ugly, feel the shame, feel it, so you can move through it and not make those mistakes again.
What are your top 3 success secrets that others can model from?
Such good questions. I am very big on old-fashioned manners, a hello, a thank you, a please in an email. That would be number one, you know, to always treat people with kindness and be polite and not just demand, you know, as a leader, do this, do that, you know, just address people by name. People are human. The second would be to be on time all the time. Even if, you know, the day has gone crazy and the kids have gone crazy, and to just show up. You know what I mean? People appreciate you showing up. It's leadership to just show up despite what the outside looks like. It doesn't matter. You're there for your brain and your heart. And I would say the third is old school business trick, just simple follow-up. Follow-up, closing the loop every day, making sure you have closed the loop of every day that's going on, you know, that you don't leave anybody hanging. And even if you can't get to someone's question immediately, to say, hey, you know, Siddique, I hear you. I will get to this. This is important to me. I can't get to it till later this week, but I promise I'll get back to you. I think instead of leaving people hanging, I think just those simple niceties are go far in this world.
We are about to move into lightning round. That means quick question and quick answer. Are you ready?
Okay. I may have a sip of water and I'm ready. I'm grateful today for living in a beautiful place and having created a career where I get to share and connect with people from all over the world. I can't even tell you how fun. Like I wouldn't have envisioned how fun my career could be. And I have such a good time. So I'm so grateful for the ability to speak well and connect well and to just be open-hearted to other people, because it gives me these opportunities to meet people like you and your audience and learn from people. That's what I want to just learn from people in the world, because I think that will make a better world. And I want to leave the world a little bit better of a place than I came into it. So that's important to me.
It's a lightning round. I just want to remind you on this one. How young are you?
49.
So hope you are not 49. You are 18 years old with 31 years experience.
Oh yes, I like that. That's good. But now I have an 18-year-old child, so I'm not really sure how that would work, but okay, we'll go with it.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I have no idea. Now, the real answer is write, and ultimately I'd love to have a talk show on TV. That's my goal, but I want to write, spend my whole career writing.
How do you overcome a challenge? How do you?
So many challenges. I face it. I face the fear. I live the fear. I'm in it. I'm in the anxiety, and I just go for it. I just find the solution and I just face it head on. There's no way around it. You just gotta go. Coffee, lots and lots of coffee. And meditation. I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of connecting, a lot of centering, and that's how I start my day. Probably the meditation before the coffee, because once you do the coffee, the meditation doesn't come so easy. Oh, to speak up, to not be afraid, to be bold, to not worry about having the boldest idea in the room, to just say what's on your mind, speak up. Well, this part I'm not so good at, because if I have a great idea, I'm just going to go with it. So I don't know if this is the best question for me, but my ideas are creative and inclusive and equity-based. So I don't really have a problem convincing. You know, I'm not a financial risk taker. I'm more of a social risk taker or an intellectual risk taker. So typically, someone is not my significant other unless they say, you go for that. That's awesome. You do it. Because I have big visions for what I want to do. So I want someone who can appreciate those visions. Oh, of course, Kobe's, the influential, I'm blanking on the way to influence people. And also, actually, a book called Frogs and Princes, which is out of print, but you can still find it on Amazon. And it's about neuro-linguistic programming, which is speaking in a way that helps people align with you, almost like a mirror speak. And it's called Frogs and Princes. And it's probably one of the, it's hard to find. It's out of print, but you get used once. And it's very powerful. And it kind of started the whole Napoleon Hill sales technique about how to speak to people to get them on your page, on your site.
Can I see the book cover, please?
I don't have that book cover with me. I have, you asked me what my favorite book was, which is this. It's The Razor's Edge. And the question was, what is your favorite quote from the book? And this is, it's from the Upanishads, from the Vedic text, the Hindu Vedic text. And it made a mark on me. I read it when I was 17 and I've never forgotten it. And it stays on my bedside. The sharp edge of a razor is difficult to pass over. Thus, the wise say the path to salvation is hard, meaning nothing in life is going to come easy. Life takes effort. The path to salvation takes effort. It is as sharp as a razor's edge, but you got it. That's the path. That is the path. You can't avoid that path. Like, because I want to leave I believe kindness matters, and we're in a crisis of inequity, racism, all sorts of viruses and discrimination in this country. And I want to leave the world a little bit kinder of a place than I came into it. And I'm hoping some of my students will carry some of my kindness into the world with them. That's really what's important to me. Most of my mentors have passed on, quite honestly, but I would say I have one mentor. Can I mention his name? His name is Dr. Walt Rutherford. He is the first psychologist in this country. He's a Vietnam vet, and he is the first psychologist to bring Tibetan psychology into this country to help heal post-traumatic stress. And he has been a loving, kind, sometimes forceful mentor to me, but with that unconditional regard and that always like, yeah, you can do this, you can do this. And to find somebody that will do that for you and hold that space for you, even when you fall, and say, well, let's figure out how to get out of this mess. You know, that's so important to have that safety net and not be afraid of your mentor. I want to be remembered for trying to help people have better accessibility within institutions. That's to have a more equitable, fair, kind world. I mean, it sounds simple, it sounds simplistic, it's not profound, but that is what I want to be remembered for, is that I was kind and that I tried to spread some kindness through understanding of historical context and literature and popular culture. And that's very important to me. My ideal client is a client that's open-minded and open-hearted. That's my ideal client. And a client who will simply say to me, I know you know what you're doing and I need help. What can I do? And doesn't micromanage, where I can say, okay, let me do what I need to do. You know, like, do you trust me? If you trust me, let's go. That's my ideal client. I'd love anyone to reach out to me, innovationsadvocacy.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, and anyone to reach out with a question. I'm not only in the higher education space anymore, I'm in the compassionate leadership space, doing public speaking. I'm always happy to share my ideas and my thoughts, and also do columns and chapters and writing, because I love sharing my ideas with the world, and I love helping people express themselves better. It's been a pleasure talking with you, and it's been a pleasure getting to speak to your readers. It's a different format than I'm used to, but it's really fun. I love the rapid fire questions. You know, you really have to be on your game for that. So I want to say thank you, Siddique, and I appreciate so much what you do in the world, and you're bringing leadership ideas and techniques into the world. I guess I would say thank you. Like, thank you. And at this time, I'm going to make this short because I know this is not I'm not teaching, but at this time in the world, we're really at a critical juncture. And to go out into the world and know that what you say and what you do and what you observe in the world. If you see, you know, somebody being unfair to somebody, speak up. Right now, we have a time when we can shift humanity into a more kind and loving humanity. And I'd like to see that happen. So my final word is kindness matters. Kindness matters.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hope, for sharing your wisdom with
Thank
us today.
you. Thank you.
For sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hope you are not as good as you think. You are better.
Oh, what? Wait, what? What did you say?
You are not as good as you think. You are better.
Oh, thank you. Do you want me to get my calendar right now so I can,
Yes,
we can
please.
find that time? Okay.
Yes,
Just give me
please.
1 second. It's right.
I can't hear you. You are muted. Bottom left corner, there's unmute.
I said, thank you so much. That was the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That was so sweet. Thank you. Next week, I could talk on Wednesday, the 16th, or the following week is actually a little bit better for me. What about Thursday, the 24th in the day?
How about 3 p.m.?
I just wrapped up. My daughter's going to University of Michigan in the fall, and this week is graduation week. So
Okay, understood. How about 1 p.m.? No, 1 second.
On
No,
the
1 second.
24th?
No, 1 second. Yeah, 4 p.m. East Coast.
my time, right?
4 p.m.
1 p.m. Pacific.
1 p.m. East Coast. Sorry, 4 p.m. East
Okay.
Coast. 1 p.m. West Coast. Yes.
1 p.m. West Coast. Okay, and then how long? For an hour?
30 minutes is good.
30 minutes on the 24th?
Yeah.
Sold.
Okay. Here is a deal. Hope, don't
Yes.
forget this one. If you forget,
Okay.
we will not have the call. So can you remember
I
this?
won't forget. It's written down. I got my Sharpie.
On that call, you need to let me talk to. It's very important.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
अवैस तेरी मुस्कुराहट बंद नहीं हो सकती ਅੱਜ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਕਿ ਗੁੰਗਾ ਵੀ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ
बिल्कुल सर ऐसा ही है
तो कोई जरूरत ही कोई नहीं
बोलता है उसे बोलने देना है जो बोलता है उसे बोलने देना है
अगली बात ये कि I learned it on the fly. I had zero plan for this with any guest ever. मैंने 2-3 साल में पता चल गया कि वो जो सवाल नजर आता है वो ठक ठक रटा है पाकिस्तानी रट्टेबाज है इधर प्रोफेसर भी रट्टेबाज ही है ठीक है वो तो प्रिपेयर करके लेके आए सी तो जनाब जिन्होंने कहते दसो तो सवाल केड़ा पाकिस्तानी एग्जाम च 100/100 इदां ही लेंदे आ कि रट्टा लग्या हुंदा ना और क्यों तो उन्हें मतलब पूछ रहा कख भी नहीं पता हुंदा उन्हें
ऐसा ही सर
ठीक है ते कोई सीखिया की है फिर मैं तो बहुत कुछ सीख लिया बोलने की जरूरत ही कोई नहीं
सर सीखा ये जो इस तरह के गेस्ट मिले उसे बोलने देना वैसे काम ही आसान हो जाए
आप जिसको मर्जी होस्ट बना दो ये मैंने सीखा है जिसको मर्जी हाँ जी
मैंने ऑटो प्रोसेस चल जाता है उसका
हाँ, बस जिसको क्लिक करना आता है वो होस्ट बन सकता है हाँ जी इरफान साहब आपने क्या देखा क्या सुना क्या सीखा
सर उसने बड़े इजी लिया है तमाम टॉपिक्स को और वेरी ब्रीफ उसने अपने आप को डिस्क्राइब किया टाइम में अपने यानी उसको मौका मिल गया ना बोलने का तो उसने अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस ज्यादा कर दिया है टाइम में, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी उसके सामने थे, उसने रेडी किए हुए थे और उसके ऊपर उसने काम किया हुआ था पहले।
ठीक है, फैसला यकूब आपने।
सर उसमें इसमें एक बात कही है कि लिसनिंग आप करेंगे तो फिर उसके बाद ही आप दूसरे बंदे को अंडरस्टैंड कर सकेंगे, और इस चीज से वो फारिग थी बिल्कुल।
Oh my God.
वेरी एक्सीलेंट पॉइंट सर।
Look who is talking. इसको ये कहते हैं ना, look who is talking. ठीक है, और आपने देखा है मैंने अगले वाले कॉल की वार्निंग क्या दी है उसको?
बिल्कुल जी, आपने मुझे बोलने देना।
अगर आपने नेक्स्ट कॉल भी मुझे बोलने ना दिया तो आई विल एंड द कॉल। बिल्कुल स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड बात है, इसमें कोई इफ एंड बट्स का चक्कर नहीं है, हैं? और उसका कहती क्या, मैं कहा हाँ इसका यही मतलब है जो मैंने कहा है। यही कहा ना मैंने। बेसिकली यू कैन बी काइंड, you can be assertive, you can be affirmative, you can be commanding at the same time. ये सारा कुछ उसके अंदर है। रिस्पेक्ट अपनी जगह पे है। और भाई मैं होस्ट हूं, तुम मेरे गॉल नहीं कर दे रही। ठीक है। However, you know what? इसमें भी we learned something. I learned something कि हम किसी को भी होस्ट बना सकते हैं, मसला ही कोई नहीं। You know what? As being a good host, you don't have to speak a word even. नहीं समझ आता है वाला एपिसोड वॉच कर ला, इससे पहले तो मेरे को शो करना है कोई नहीं सी। So, what's the lesson when you're listening, really listening? You can learn a lot. अब मुझे किसी ने कहा तो नहीं ना ऐसे कर लें, जो कि I was carefully, मैंने 2 दफा तो उसको इंटरप्ट करके सवाल करने की कोशिश की, उसके बाद मुझे समझ आ गया, मैं let it go, who cares? Click, easy. I can multiply the number of interviews now because I don't have to talk. प्री इंटरव्यू अवैस ने, फैसल ने, इरफान ने, समडे इन्होंने कर लेने हैं, मैंने बोलना नहीं पैना, जिन्ने मर्जी करी जाओ, क्लिक क्लिक तो जो मर्जी करी जाओ। वो भी किसी ने कह देंगे मेरी शक्ल सामने करके तो क्लिक करता रहेगा कि मेरा आज कैमरा नहीं चल रहा है ਤੁਹਾਡੇ वास्ते। की फर्क पैंदा है हैं? इदां नहीं काम हो सकदा ना? की फर्क पैंदा? इत्थे जेड़ा मर्जी बिठा दो दूजे पासे।
सर शुरू से बोलती जाती ना ज्यादा मजा आता। जब पूछते हैं where were you, what happened, वो भी तो सामने ही थे स्क्रीन पे।
नहीं उन्हें कोशिश की थी, लेकिन मैंने ये नहीं पता सी कि वो मतलब कई दफा पहले क्वेश्चन से बंदा एक्साइटेड हो जाता ना शायद, मतलब तो लेकिन जो पैटर्न बन जाए तो देन आई टुक ओवर राइट अवे, क्योंकि आई ऑब्जर्व, लिसन, दैट्स द लिसनिंग पावर है ना, और क्या है। आई मेड अ डिसीजन राइट ऑन द फ्लाई। एक अवैस दी जुत्तियां मारने वाली है, ਉਹਦੀ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਵੈਸ ਹੱਸੀ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਪਾਗਲਾਂ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੱਸੀ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਾਰਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਮੇਰੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਚੋਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਸਕਦੀ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਊਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਊਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਉਹਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਡਿਡ ਆਈ ਲੂਜ਼ ਯੂ, ਉਹ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ। ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਹੀਅਰ ਮੀ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਥਾਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਰੁਕ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨ ਦੇਣਾ, ਲੈਟ ਇਟ ਫਲੋ। वो बड़ी मुश्किलें तैयार करके आए हैं अपने आप में। ओके, आई हैव टू गो टू द नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू, आई एम रेडी। वो भी इतना ही हो गया था चंगा है।